The question is, how much can a med student actually fit into 96 hours or 4 days? So to give you a little bit of context, my name's Emma. I'm a third-year medical student studying in Sydney, Australia, and I have quite the adventure planned for me the next couple days. To catch you up on today, today I had class at 8 a.m., which I almost forgot about. Thank you, Annabelle, for letting me know. And then it was a Zoom class, and then I had the teaching clinic, so I was a GP this week from 9 until about 5, and then I actually, and this will all make sense in a second, stopped by the hospital I'm placed at tomorrow to drop off a preemptive bag of snacks and my OT shoes in a student locker. I'm so weighed down with stuff. Because tomorrow morning I am going to the New South Wales Women in Surgery Symposium at the University of New South Wales, which I'm very excited for, and that's going to end around 5, and then at 7 I start my first overnight shift in the birthing unit. So that will go from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. And then I have a flight to Melbourne leaving at 12:30. Land in Melbourne, see a friend hopefully for dinner, and then on the Monday I have a developing a career in academic surgery day, and that will be really exciting and really informative. And then the next day I get a little bit of time to tour around Melbourne to fly back home at 4 to hopefully get home and sleep to have a class at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. So I thought this would be a fun sort of weekend, couple days in my life to vlog, just to see how bad it can really get. Yeah. The goals for tonight are to finish packing as much as I can so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow, and get as much work as I can get done in advance. Oh yeah, and to just add into the mix, I have my research paper introduction due on Monday. So I sent my supervisors a rough draft earlier this week and got a lot of good feedback. So I've just sort of re-roughed it based off of their feedback, and now I am just using Google Calendar to plot out my transit. And something that I didn't know is it actually gives a really good transfer from Google Maps to your calendar if you tell it to export to your Google Calendar, which is just fantastic. So I'm going to kind of plot out like all of my transit now, and then pack and probably have an early night. Good morning. So it is about 6 now. I actually woke up early. I can't call it nerves, call it excitement. Probably a mix of both. Yeah, just having breakfast. So I've got my iced coffee and some yogurt. I was going to make a smoothie, but we don't have the one ingredient that I needed. Oops. And yeah, fed the cats a giant breakfast, and they're going to have giant snacks before I leave, and I'm going to leave. I've got maple syrup on the back of my hand. I put maple syrup in my coffee. I'm kind of glad that I woke up a bit earlier. I will have time to kind of play with them and things before I go, because I'm going to be gone for like a day. They will be fine. They will have food. They're okay. And we are off, so it's about 10 to 7. I left a little early because Uni started doing this thing where she tries to run out the front door, but of course this is the one time that she didn't do that. And I guess now we start potentially hour 2 of 28, I think, with no sleep. Hopefully I get to sleep a little bit tonight.
Got me
cheeky quick update in the lecture hall when no one's here. It's been a really great morning, really good speakers and panelists that were very inspiring, and got some good sort of tips and tricks on navigating into surgery, which is good. Just had lunch. They actually fed me very good gluten-free food, which is rare, and now we're gonna get to go to the surgical skills. So it was really fun. The afternoon we got to do sutures and diathermy and staples. And so that's part one of my very long day done. It's like 4 o'clock now, so I'm gonna commute to the hospital. Okay, we're on hour 12 of being awake and only like 14 plus to go. I mean, at this point, it's not actually that much. Like, being awake for 12 hours isn't a lot, but we'll see how we go throughout the night. Okay, so I decided to cop it. It is 4:30. I'm going home. 2.5 hours early. There's no women actively laboring, so the likelihood of there being another birth before my shift ends, low. So home it is for a cuddle with the cats and a quick nap before getting on a plane. And good morning. So ended up at 24 hours of being awake straight. It's about 8:30 now, so I came home, snuggled the cats, fed the cats, and went to bed. Woke up, I've showered, and now I'm just putting together the last few bits and bobs into my suitcase. I have to leave around 10, so enough time to do this and have a good breakfast on maybe like 2 hours of sleep, but that's okay. Something I do, which is nice when I'm trying to pack and I think I'm going to be packing under pressure or something, I'll spin you around and show you, is I actually leave sticky notes along the way. So I'm slowly packing, and it's easier to pack clothes, but then, you know, your toiletries you have to wait for, either because you're using them or something. So then I always leave little checklists and notes to myself just so I know what I'm missing. So I'm going to finish ticking off these lists. It's pretty much just packing up my tech and getting it all in the bag. So I made it. And now I could unpack and rest and things, but I've just landed in Melbourne, which means I obviously have to go get coffee.
I think we're only getting bored. I think we're hanging with the wrong crowd, maybe.
So I've had a bit of a snack, and in probably about like a half hour, I'm gonna go out to meet my friend Jen from Instagram. So in order to keep getting this report done, I'm pretty brain dead, but I can do the references, at least like tidy up the EndNote library so that the references work properly. So that's the plan. I am definitely tired, but be okay. I'm plugging my laptop though.
Wanna leave you, but I know we won't. What's left to do or to articulate?
Well, I left all of you in the same spot, but dinner was really fun. I went to Melbourne Central with my friend Jen. Hi Jen. Which was just lovely to finally meet an Instagram friend in reality. Yeah, now I have to finish this paper and submit it. It is almost 8 o'clock now, so I think I can finish it tonight and submit it, considering it's due tomorrow at 5, and I won't be able to do that tomorrow. So that's the aim, as well as getting kind of early bed, and figuring out just when, like what's going on tomorrow. I haven't even wrapped my head around it yet, so those are the aims. So I just realized that this is a draft of the report, and I technically already submitted a draft for feedback, and that's what I've been changing this whole time. And while of course it says draft because we still aren't done some of the data extraction, etc., so obviously that could change, and we still have this like research project is still going on until the end of the year. But draft also means it doesn't have to be that good, which means I don't have to be stressing about it. So I think I am ready to submit and call it a night, I think. It's about 9 now, so I think if I submit and then just kind of chill in bed and kind of think about, or like just look at what's going on tomorrow, so like what time I have to leave and things like that, I will be set, and I think I will be sleeping well tonight. On we go. Good morning. So it's just after 6 now, and I'm going to be heading out to the conference soon. It actually starts at, what time does it start at? It starts at like, well, registration is already open now. I'm like a 15-minute walk away, so not a big deal. But registration's open at 6, and the welcome starts at 7. And I just think that is so surgeon-based. I think I have noticed that any sort of classes and things that we have that are scheduled by surgeons just exist outside of the bounds of normal decorum and time, because I think they forget what normal like conference times are, but it also allows them to pack more into the day. But it is just really funny, like you tell anybody your conference starts at 7 and they're like, excuse you, why? Because it's run by a bunch of surgeons, that's why. So I'm just going to have a coffee. I'm really glad I bought a coffee yesterday, like a little fridge coffee. Hello. And take my like morning vitamins and stuff. And then I'm going to head out. They say there's like a light breakfast served with some networking opportunity. Let's have some coffee. Definitely no sugar in it. That's pretty good. I can also say confidently that I got, how many, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got like 8 hours of sleep last night. So I think I have recovered. So I didn't vlog like during the conference. I just captured little bits here and there beautiful Melbourne behind me. I found some med students, went out with them after the conference, had some drinks, and then found some dinner. It was all really good. I'm back now. Really great day. It was really inspiring. Bit overwhelming, so I think some of the stuff's a bit over my head now, but it's good to sort of look forward to in the future, about how to conduct research, and how to like incorporate it into your career, which is really exciting. Met some of my sort of like Instagram and Twitter like fangirl moments, and I talked to a pediatric surgeon in Sydney and maybe get started on potentially doing an elective with him next year. But now I'm just gonna curl up with some Netflix. It's only like 8 p.m. and I feel like I've earned a bit of a break, so that's the plan for the rest of the night. And then tomorrow, my flight got cancelled halfway through the day, so that was stressful. But then literally canceled, here's a text to rebook it, just book the next flight after. So get home like an hour later than intended, not a big deal. But yeah, gonna chill out. And then tomorrow I get to tour around Melbourne. Something about med school makes it very hard to sleep in. So it's 8:30 now and I'm all packed up. I actually woke up like 5:36 and like tried to make myself lounge in bed, and then I tuned into one of the rest of the surgical conference. It's lectures that was on, focused on global surgery, while I packed up because I've got nothing else to do. Checkout's at 10, but I thought I might as well, while in Melbourne, go get brunch and coffee. It's quite gloomy outside. And then my flight isn't until late, well not that late, like 6-ish. So hopefully it kind of clears up, because I was going to do some sort of touring around Melbourne and it looks like it's going to be very rainy, wet and miserable today. Kind of wishing I bumped my flight forward instead of back when it got cancelled, but whatever. We will make do. So yeah, Airbnb, it's all clean. I mean, I barely was here, and I'm all packed up, so let's go venture out into the rain. And it's editing Emma here, so I didn't film a lot of myself talking to the camera, but I had a delicious, I said brunch, but I think because it was still before like 10, it was still basically breakfast at higher ground. It was so good. I, of course, took the trolley everywhere I went, and I went to the Royal Victoria Museum, something. It was really great. Some of the exhibits are really, really cool. And I just kind of walked around because I really had a lot of day and not a lot planned to do. So this was an installation, and some sculptures that I really liked. Another installation that I just thought was a really cool shot. And then a piece that I was really excited to see. And then from there, I just continued to kind of wander around Melbourne. It's some really cool architecture. And then, of course, I had to go see some of the graffiti alleyways and caught some in the act. But it's okay, because I guess it's allowed. Whatever. I am a bit funky, and I make a point of seeing hospitals I'd love to work in someday. So this is the Royal Children's Hospital. I didn't go in because of COVID risks, etc., but I was really excited. And I went to the Elizabeth Street markets or something markets. And then I was on my way out. Fun fact, I figured out on TikTok that these things are actually like a wildlife installation thing. I don't know. At the airport, I worked on a line drawing for Instagram, and then before I knew it, I was getting on a plane and coming back to Sydney. I got home. It was really good. I was really tired. And now I'm here like a month later, tuning into the student surgical conference online. It's on Zoom. Just to say, I did make it to that 8 a.m. class the next day. I did not go to any of the venues of concern, so didn't need to isolate when I got home, and had an amazing time. It was such a good trip. The vlog took a really long time to get out to you guys, but I was so inspired and so motivated, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little fast trip in and out of Melbourne while I did an assignment and went to a conference. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Don't forget to comment down below anything you want to comment down below, subscribe, and like this video. Bye.